Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss the new chapter which is called friction. In this chapter we will study about what is the definition of friction, factors affecting the friction, types of friction, static, sliding, rolling, fluid friction, advantages and disadvantages of the friction, increasing and reduce friction. So there are different things we will study in this chapter. We have already discussed the frictional force in our previous chapter, which we call force and pressure, whereas friction has categorized as a contact force. We have already learned that there are the two type of forces, contact forces and non-contact forces. The friction come into the category of the contact forces. What are the contact forces? The force which is applicable between the two substances when they are in contact, that is known to be the contact forces, and friction is the example of contact forces. So from previous knowledge we know that friction is considered to be a opposing force. That means it is always oppose the motion of the object. You might have seen some examples, like when we rolling the ball, then after some time that ball come into the rest position. Why it is come into the rest position? It is come into the rest position because a frictional force is applicable between the surface of the ball and the surface of the earth. Another example, sometime we are not paddling the cycle, but still after some time the cycle is slowed down and come into the rest position. Why it is come into the rest position? The similar reason is there, because the frictional forces applied between the surface of the ground and the tires of the cycle. That is the reason it is come into the rest position. So friction is play a very important role in our daily life. So we understand first what is friction, how it is applicable, and what are the application of the frictional force, and how sometimes frictional is become friend for us and sometimes how it has become evil for us. So now, what is friction? A frictional force arises when two substances contact with each other. Friction is a force that resists the motion of objects or surfaces. It means that it opposes the motion of the object. Friction always works in the direction opposite from the direction the object is moving or trying to move. It always slows a moving object down. Like in the picture you have seen that a block is placed on a surface, and here you can see that from P arrow it shows that this object is moving in right hand direction, but the frictional force will be in opposite direction, like I shows to you by the arrow. As you can see in the picture also, there is some grooves between the block and the surface of the earth, which is also called the ridges. They are just interlocked each other and they are not supposed to move the object very easily. In the another picture you have seen, when the boy is suppose the boy is tried to move its tricycle in right hand direction, then the friction is work into the opposite direction, that means into the left hand direction. So according to that, friction force is a force which is opposing the motion, and it always applied opposite to the motion of the object. Now I will give you some examples which is quoted in that slide, like a ball rolling on the ground gradually slow down and comes to rest due to the friction between the ball and the ground. When we stop pedaling a cycle, it slowly stops due to the friction between the wheels of the cycle and the road. You can also see the first picture which I circled to you, and that also you can see the motion of the object in right hand direction and the frictional force is applicable into the opposite direction. In the second picture, like a ball in a rest position, suppose the ball is rolling into the right hand direction, then the friction is applied into the opposite direction. Like in the cycling also, if it is moving into the left hand direction, then the frictional force will work on to the opposite direction. So these are the examples of frictional force. Now we will perform an activity, and to understand better what is the force of friction is work. In this activity, what we are doing is we are taking a book, we place that book onto the table, and according to the images, what we are doing is first we apply a push on the book left to right direction. What we are doing is we are pushing that book with the help of our hand from left to right direction. So in that case, where the frictional force is applicable, the frictional force will be applicable into the right to left direction. If suppose if I'm taking F1, the force which we applied, then F2 will be considered as a frictional force. Now if we reverse the case, that means if we are pushing that book from right to left, then the frictional force work in left to right, which you have seen into this both the pictures. So what conclusion we had to make from this activity? We made a conclusion that friction opposes the relative motion between the surface of the book and the table. When we are using the word is relative, it means there are two objects are there, and what are the objects? Table and the book. In between them a relative motion is there which is opposed by the frictional force. After the frictional force, here there is an instrument is called spring balance. What is spring balance? Spring balance is a device used for measuring the force acting on an object. It consists of a coiled spring which gets stretched when a force is applied to it. Stretching of the spring is measured by a pointer moving on a graduated scale. The reading on the scale gives the magnitude of the force. Here the magnitude of the force, that is your spring balance, that is which I encircled, that is called the graduated scale. What we call that? It is called the graduated scale. Here you can see small pointer is there, which we call the small pointer is there, and graduated scale, or another word you can also say that it is a measuring scale. Here there is a pointer, and that pointer is attached with the coiled spring, and the bottom part of this spring balance is attached with a hook on which we are attaching the objects. When we are attaching that object, then that pointer is come down into the downward direction, and where the pointer is stopped, it shows the measurement of the magnitude of force. That pointer is, when the pointer is come into the downward direction, and suppose pointer is stopped at any point, then according to that we are getting the value of force. So this is known to be as a spring balance, and we will use that spring balance into the next activity or next topic where we are using this spring balance. Now the next topic is factors affecting frictions. Factors means there are some factors which is affecting the force of friction. That means factors means there are some certain factors by which the frictional force can be increased or decreased. That is known to be the factors. So what is the first factor we had to learn in this topic? For that purpose, we are performing an activity. What we need to do in that activity, according to that picture, we are required a spring balance, a string, and a brick. That three requirement of this activity. Now what we are doing it, we tie a string around a brick, pull the brick by a spring balance like it's shown into the figure. That is the figure. Now we need to apply some force, and we note down the reading on the spring balance when the brick just begin to move. When the brick just begin to move, that is the measure of the force of friction between the surface of the brick and the floor. What we are doing is we are just wrapping around a string on a brick, and at the other end we are attaching a spring balance on it. Now according to the picture, what we are doing is we are trying to pull it this brick, and which reading we had to measure in that activity. When the brick just start move, that reading is noted on this spring balance, and that reading is known to be as a value of frictional force. Now what we are doing is we are wrap a piece of polythene around the brick and repeat the same. So what we observe this time, when we are wrapping the polythene bag on it, when we are wrapping it, so this time what will happen, the reading of the spring balance is increased a little bit. So why it is increased a little bit? Because we are wrapping the polythene bag around the brick, so there is a difference is created. So what we conclude from this activity, we can conclude from this activity that the frictional force is affected by the nature of surface. What is the first factor which is affecting the force of friction? The answer is the surface of the earth. As we are changing the surface of the earth, then we can increase or decrease the force of friction. In other words, we can say that if there is a rough surface, then there is a more frictional force, and if there is a smooth surface, then there is a less frictional force. So the first factor from that activity, we can conclude the frictional force depends on the nature of surface, nature of the surface. It means either it is a rough surface or a smooth surface. In both the condition, the frictional force is affected. From the next activity also we can discuss this, that how the frictional force is affected, and that is known to be the activity 12.3 of the NCERT. What we are doing in that activity, now you can see according to the picture, we have to take a inclined wooden plank which is shown to you in this. This is the wooden plank, and there is a pencil cell we require, and we are mark a point on this wooden plank. That is the point, that is like it is mentioned here is as a mark A. Now what we are doing in that activity, first we simply arrange the stack of book. On that we are making a inclined wooden plank. After that what we are doing is at the marked place we are placing the pencil cell. After that we are just release it. So the pencil cell rolling down from the inclined plane and it is come on the surface of the table. Then what we need to do, we had to be measure that distance, which is I mentioned by the double arrow. We had to measure this distance. Suppose that distance is come about 40 centimeter. Suppose this come into the 40 centimeter. Now what we are doing is we are taking a piece of cloth which is wrinkle free and spread it on the table. Now again what we are doing is we are performing the same kind of activity on the piece of cloth. Then again we have to measure the distance between the pencil cell and the base of the inclined plane. This time if you are comparing these two pictures A and B, then you can find the distance in the cloth has been reduced as compared to the without the distance covered by the pencil cell. Now we are replace this pencil cell by some spreading the sand over the table. That means we are spreading the sand on this table. Again we are performing this activity. So we find out this time the pencil cell covered less distance. That means all these three cases, the distance covered by the third situation in which we are taking the sand, it is very less. So what conclusion we had to make from this activity? What conclusion we had to make from that activity? That the frictional force depends upon the nature of the surface. Again I repeat to you, what is the nature of surface? If there is a roughness, then frictional force increases, and if there is a smoothness, then frictional forces decreases. Now factors affecting the friction. Friction depends on materials properties such as roughness, how clean the surface are, and others factor. Friction depends upon two factors. First, nature of the surface in contact, the smoothness of the surfaces, how hard the surface press together, that is the another factor which is also affecting the force of friction. Like in that picture also you can see that the friction is less than smooth surface. So you can see that the distance increases. If we are comparing these distance, then you can see that the distances increases in the smooth surface, whereas distance is decrease in the rough surface. So these are the factors, and remaining factor we will discuss into the next video. I hope you understand this topic which I taught you in this video. Thank you very much.